Oh no, guys. Is morality real or is it just a figment of our imagination? I've been pondering about good and bad, eating meat versus eating plants and vegetables. What is right, what is wrong? I've been thinking about this for so long. And I just been so curious. I just haven't been able to understand why it's wrong to eat cows. I mean, not cows, to eat dogs, but eating cows and chickens is okay. And it's all so tricky and difficult, and I can't really, it just boggles my mind. Is eating dogs immoral and is eating cows and chickens good? And I've just been thinking about this and I just can't, it appears to be like a mystery and I just can't figure it out. Is eating cows good or is eating chickens and dogs bad? And what is good and bad? What should I be doing and what shouldn't I be doing? Who gets to determine this? Is there a yardstick that we can use? Guys, I'm back at it and I'm going to be talking about something very deep now, guys. Is morality real? And you know, the nature of my YouTube channel, I always wanted my YouTube channel to be kind of very introspective, very philosophical, very deeply diving into philosophy and science and all these smart subjects and topics that I was interested in when I was younger. And one of the things that was always intriguing to me when I was younger is morality real? Morality, pretty much, is it real or is it just a figment of our collective imagination? Morality, what do I mean by morality? Because it's there's some vagueness here. Good and bad is kind of what I'm getting at. Is there a way that we can properly quantify good and bad? The nature of what is good, what is bad? These things that are can we define these sorts of terminologies in a way that is very coherent and consistent? Because when I was a lot younger, I was struggling with good and bad. Obviously, if you're religious, you can point at your holy book. If you believe in the Bible or the Quran, you can just look at your holy books. This is good, this is bad, and you can kind of relate that to life and see how to navigate life based off of the holy books that you follow. And that's quite alright. But you know, is morality real? Because morality is quite it's believing. Morality is what would be the perfect analogy? It's something that's imaginary, in the sense that, you know, good and bad, it's not you can feel what good and bad is. It's a type of thing in this world that we're living in. Good and bad, that is a tangible phenomenon that can be measured, quantified, observed, you know, pieced together, felt, holded. It doesn't really follow that good and bad morality is real. It might just be a figment of our imagination. And morality, all throughout human history, people have had different judgments on what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, what is appropriate, what is inappropriate, what is this, what is that. There's always been so much nuances to morality and ethics and etc. And if you look at the time, different civilizations, the Aztec Empire, there was also other empires throughout our history that were they had a certain, should I be doing X, Y, and Z, or should I not be doing X, Y, and Z? And what is good and what is bad? And what do these words even mean? And I'm just so lost for words. I just don't properly understand anything. And I'm just so distraught without any certainty of what to do and what is right and what is wrong. And bro, what should I be doing and what shouldn't I be doing? And should I be going here or should I be going there? Or should I be doing this or should I be doing that? And I just don't understand the whole weight of this existence and this world that we're living in. And what is the reason that we're here and what is right and what is wrong? And is there any higher purpose? Is there any higher divinity? I good and bad and what is right, what is wrong. It's these sorts of questions are something that I'm trying to think about deeply, but I can't really arrive at a proper consensus. And is good and bad, is right and wrong real or is it fake? And should I be doing this or should I be doing that? And I'm trying to work it all out. And goddamn, bro, it's sort of view on what is good, what is wrong, right? Even today, if you look at different countries in this world, if you look at the Middle East and you compare the ethics and the moral systems of the Middle East to Europe, compare Europe to Japan and so on and so forth, morality has always been shifting. There's so many interpretations, so many views on what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. It's very much this hard to define thing like morality and ethics. It's like it can't be properly quantified, measured. It's not like you can feel good and bad in your hands, so to speak. Morality and good and bad, it's like it stays in the realm of our imagination. What's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad? Are these things actually real? Is good and bad observably real? Is it tangible? Is it something that we can physically like analyze and measure? Or is it something that is like just a figment of our imagination? Good and bad, morality and ethics, is it real or is it just fake? Is it just like something we made up to comfort ourselves in society so we don't just maul each other to death? Is morality real? And this is like one of those like deep philosophical questions. It's like asking, does God exist? And to begin with, like, morality isn't something that can be like seen with the naked eye, felt with the naked hands. Morality seems like it's like very imaginary in the sense that it's not present in this world. Morality is like something that is like inside the minds of us human beings. We just think that, okay, X, Y, and Z is wrong, X, Y, and Z is right. We just have these like preconceived notions about the world, and we think that certain things are right and certain things are wrong, and we don't really truly understand the whole like scope of this. Like, is going down there right, or is doing this wrong? When we have like moral judgments, who gets to decide what is right and what is wrong? Is it merely someone that gives his own opinion? Is one person's opinion more valuable than another person's opinion? What if someone has a grandiose opinion? Like, who gets to decide what is right and wrong? How do we measure right and wrong and good and bad? Who writes wrong and right, and who gets to decide what is good? Who has the ultimate authority? If two people have different moral understandings, who is right and who is wrong regarding their opinions? And it's like this sort of like toss up between right and wrong, and who gets to decide what is right and what is wrong. Right, this, right, wrong, what is right, what is wrong? This is a whole can of worms that I'm having difficulty opening and understanding. What is right, what is wrong? Thing that is like morality is like, bro, it's super fucking important, like in philosophy and in all sorts of like deep things. Like, bro, every aspect of our society kind of does relate to like moral law. That if you commit crimes, you go to jail. Why? Because committing crimes is bad. Why? Because it breaks the law of morality. Why? Because morals are real, and we all should believe that morality is something that's real, and it's not just a figment in our imaginations. It's not just something that we've concocted for ourselves. Like, good and bad, bro, if you were born during World War II Germany, you'd be like the funny mustache man and believing in his like sort of ideology. Bro, if you were born in the past, in the Aztec Empire, very much you would be exactly like those people that were practicing like human sacrifices and tearing each other's hearts out. And bro, like, this is like what most people don't really understand. It's like that morality always, it's like, it's not something that can be easily quantified. Like, we've had so many different sorts of like understandings of good and bad and morality all throughout our history. Our ancestors thought that slavery was okay. Some people believe that, okay, slavery is not right, something else is more appropriate. Slavery is immoral, we should just like outlaw slavery. But people before them thought that slavery was okay. And that, bro, some people think that eating meat is okay, some people think that eating meat is bad. Like, there's been so many sorts of like moral convictions, judgments. There's been so many sorts of like understandings about like morality and ethics, and it's not like we can truly weigh these things, measure these things properly. Bro, like, good and bad, it's not something that's out there in this world. It's in the figment of our imaginations. It's like so many things we think are real aren't actually real. Morality, this is right, this is wrong. Two people get into a debate about ethics and morality. One person says that eating XYZ is bad, eating XYZ is right. And the other person says the opposite, and there's like a tug of war for ethics and morality, but who is right, who is wrong? And this is like the essence and nature of like morality. Like, who gets to decide what is right, who gets to decide what is wrong? what is good, what is bad, who is the arbitrator, who gets to draw the line in the sand, who is like the person that has the objective yardstick. And if you deeply contemplate on this, you'll realize that it's all just subjective, and no one has the ultimate yardstick. Nobody has the ultimate truth regarding any of this. Who has the ultimate yardstick for morality? Is it me, or is it you, or is it someone else? And who can properly define morality and ethics for us to understand property is one of those things. And there's also morality, there's also like, you know, like God, religion, politics, all sorts of things that we believe in so strongly but aren't present in this world with us, you know what I mean? Morality is like, it's one of those things that it's like good and bad. Okay, this is good, this is bad. Who gets to decide that? Like, there's always like this type of question, like, because a lot of like the world is just like, a lot of what we believe in is just like ideas. People battle for each other's ideas, does that make sense? People have been like struggling with each other against their ideas and conceptions about this world. People have been like battling against each other's ideas. Like, it's all just about opinions and ideas being collided together. It's not like people can like put facts together and like, bro, like if once he realizes, as you tend to realize this as you get older and older, that bro, like nobody has the objective truth. We're all just like giving each other's opinions towards each other. We're just arguing about subjective things like, you know, X, Y, and Z is bad, X, Y, and Z is good. Like, bro, is morality real? This whole video is like so like mind-blowingly, and you know, it depends on your own personal views and convictions. Like, do you believe in God? Do you have like moral convictions from a certain deity? Do you believe that there is a God that gave you a certain moral rule book to follow? Do you believe that there is no God and there's no objective like judge to define what good and bad is? There's no like universal lawgiver, so to speak. Bro, is morality real? And it's not just related to like morality. There's so many other sorts of like subjects. There's so many like things that we think are real but aren't. Like, you know, bro, like politics and so many things. This video is getting a bit stupid, but it's kind of like a tricky, it's so tricky for me to like articulate this video because like the nature of like morality, ethics, all of that is so hard for me to define. Bro, the earth, from what I can see with my own eyes, appears to be just an endless flat mass, not a ball floating around in space. Oh man, I'm just having such an epiphany. I can't really ascertain the true shape and nature of the earth. All I can see is flatness, ever more expanding outwardly. I can't see a ball floating around in space. That's so mad. That's so insane. That's so mind-bogglingly. I can't see anything. It appears that the earth is just a ball. Is it a ball floating around in space? All I can see is this flatness, guys, but people say that the earth's a ball floating around in space, so why can't I see that? Has anyone saw the earth floating around in space with their own eyes? Which is kind of like a tricky question to think about, to answer. What is the true shape of the earth? So tricky. Mind properly. Is morality real? And it's not like we can look at the sky and see good and bad. We can't see morality anywhere in this world, like good and bad. And even what we think is good and bad, it can be some people from a different part of the globe, they can think that what we're doing is wrong, like because, you know, famously, like in China, I think there's like some sort of like there's like some sort of like controversy about eating like the flesh of dogs. They eat like dog meat, and that's seen as like immoral if you're from like Europe and America. But you know, in Europe and America, we eat like cows, we eat chickens, we eat animals as well, but they eat the other type of animal. And so which one is like right and wrong? Why is dog meat considered immoral? You know, you eat dogs, that's so immoral, but eating cows and chickens and pigs isn't considered immoral. And you can see like the nature of this is like, it's all subjective, it's all dependent on our own like upbringings and biases. Morality isn't something that can be quantified so easily. It's like subjective, you know what I mean? It's not objective, it's subjective. It depends on the person. It depends on the individual human being and his judgments and opinions. Morality is like along with like ethics, is it real? I think it's something that we can never properly and truly decide upon. Like, what, this is absolutely good, this is absolutely bad. It's something that will forever remain in like the realm of like speculation and debate. What is right, what is wrong? And I'm having so much poor speculation. I don't understand the weight of good and bad. What is right, what is wrong? What should we be doing, what shouldn't we be doing? What is right, what is wrong? The nature of this question, this debate about ethics and morality. I just don't understand, guys. What is right, what is wrong? Who gets to draw the line in the sand? Who is the divine arbitrator? How do we know what is right and what is wrong? Is there any sort of like objective yardstick for us to define what is right, what is wrong? What is right, what is wrong? It's just impossible to understand this. The objective yardstick.